Hey everybody, Jeremy here. So today I'm going to be reviewing the McFarlane Toys DC Multiverse Batman, another one, from Batman The Dark Knight Returns. This is part of the Build-A-Figure wave where you can build a horse. Need 4 figures to do that: Batman, Robin, Superman, and Joker. I'm going to get all of these and review them all. So if you want to see the reviews for Joker and Superman, check the link in the description. It will be right there. All right, so let's open this guy up, take a closer look. I just have to come out and say it. This is a really nice Batman that McFarlane Toys has created here, and it has become one of my favorite Batman out of all the ones that I have. And you know McFarlane's come out with a lot of different Batman variants, but this one is just so good. You know, it does such a great job of capturing that look of old muscle Bruce Wayne, you know? I mean, just look at the outfit, you know, and the wrinkles in it, but it still maintains that muscular structure. And this bat symbol is personally one of my favorite designed bat symbols. The fat bat symbol looks really good. And I like how you got his utility belt here. It's a nice darker brown kind of a look. I like the short tips on top of his cowl. It's just a really nice looking Batman. Really, really good. We can turn him over and you see he's got that long draped cape. It's got the design of waves and wrinkles in the cape as well. Just, it's so good. You know, it looks more complicated than what it is, you know, and that's a mark of them doing such a great job. You can even see like the little wrinkles right here in the arms, and that really makes this Batman, you know, because this is how he's depicted in that graphic novel, you know, and I just keep thinking about old man muscle. And when you think of old man muscle, you think of an older guy, you think of like Schwarzenegger, for example, who still got it. He's still toned, but you know, as you get older, you can't fight the wrinkles, you know? And this Batman has it and he nails it. They nailed it. He looks so good to me. Okay. The face is also very good. It's a very gritty face. He's got that grimace. Wow. It's a great looking figure. It's a great looking figure, and I think that it's the best figure out of this line of The Dark Knight Returns. Out of the other 3, to me, this one is the best by far. Really awesome looking Batman, and his eyes are whited out, so no side eyes. Just, oh, I love that bat symbol. Looks really, really good. Okay, now we have to do articulation. That's what we always do. All right, so smooth articulation on this Batman. Very smooth. Like, look how easy I can lift up that arm. I'm not fighting with it at all. All right, so very nice there. Now, just like the Superman, he's got this single bend at the elbow, because, you know, these characters, you know, they're quite girthy. Even Superman is pretty girthy. So you can do that. You butterfly it in and out. Everything is just so smooth with him. And I love that. I love it when figures are smooth with the articulation, but not too loose. And I kind of demonstrate that just by gingerly moving the arms and just seeing it stop where I want it to stop. And it's not like all super loosey-goosey. And also, just by looking at them, I'm not really put off by the exposure of the different hinges and stuff. I think that it looks just fine. Rotation at the wrist there. Again, very, very smooth with the wrist action. You got some rotation up there. You can kind of see like the little cut right there. So you can twist Batman left and you can twist Batman right, as much as his body will allow him to do. Here's that leg articulation. Can't really kick it too far forward and can't really kick it too far back. But here's the thing, and which is very important with this Batman, his legs spread apart pretty decently, not super far, but good enough. And he needs to do that because if you get to build a horse, you're going to want him to be able to spread his legs apart far enough to sit on the horse to, you know, make it look right. So that's good that he has that kind of motion. Double jointed knees are still in action. So that's great. And then the feet, you got the tilt at the toes, you got the pivot at the ankle, you got the rotation at the boot. You got it, you know. It's pretty much the same thing with most figures these days, especially from the McFarlane Toys line. But, sometimes figures lack those kind of things, so you need to know about it. But this Batman, I think that he has all the articulation that he needs to have, considering what this Batman, where he's from, his age, and what you would need to do in order to make it work with that horse. Now, as far as the accessories that this Batman comes with, he has these two open hands by default, but then he also has these two fisted hands right here. So if you want to put up the dukes, you can do that. And then you have this, and I'm not too sure what you would call this. It's a battering on a rope. It's a battering on a rope. So two different accessories that you can use with him. And if you plan on using this accessory, I do recommend that you heat up these hands because they are pretty stiff, and you're not going to be able to just jam this thicker part into his hand. At least make it a little bit easier on yourself so that you can move those fingers apart, spread them apart so that he can hold it. And when he does, he'll have the rope part in this hand, and then in this other hand, he'll just be kind of holding the other end. Kind of like that. And then, you position it however you want, make it look like he's about to throw it or whatever. And then you get the stand as well, as you do with all McFarlane Toys figures, regular plastic stand, and the card. If you like the card, you get those too. Yeah, but this is a great Batman. And in fact, before I go, I want to do a little comparison. Hang on. So this Batman is also from The Dark Knight Returns, but this one was made by Mezco. And I believe that it was one of the first 112 collection figures that they came out with. And when I got this guy, he was probably about, I don't know, like between $60 and $80 or something at that point. And so just kind of look at them. And then when you just look at how they look without wondering about the cloth goods or anything, just in stature and the way that it looks, you can see that you're getting such a great value for this Batman. That's $24.99 versus this one. Now, I'm not saying that this one is not worth it. It has a lot more going on with it. He came with a lot of different accessories. He came with a cool stand, cloth cape, even his costume is fabric too. So this is a fantastic figure. It has a lot of really great articulation. You don't see any of the joints because of the fabric, but just seeing how far figures have come, that you can spend 25 bucks and get something that looks really, really good like this. And the fact that I can even put these two together and be like, hey, look at this comparison. Don't they both look great? I think that says a lot about the quality of McFarlane Toys figures, at least as far as the design goes. So yeah, just a little comparison between those two guys. But all that aside, this Batman is very good. I think he'll be a great addition to your collection. And yeah, he's good. Go get him. You can find him at Walmart right now. He's going to be in the shipper for the Batman movie. It's a bunch of toys in that thing. And the Dark Knight Returns figures are inside of that shipper. All right, so that's it, you guys. Thanks so much for watching. Till next time, I'm Jeremy. I'll talk to you later.